Welcome to the ProKitchen Closet Designer Module video tutorial. We've taken the time to develop a new Closet Designer module, and what we've done with this is we've made it very simple for the designer to take and design a closet very quickly and very easily using pre-programmed modules. Now currently you can use this in ProKitchen under our closet catalog. We are in the process of developing some manufacturer lines who already carry closets. We're implementing the Closet Designer into their catalogs so that they can use it with their product. And as we add these on here, they'll start showing up in your auto updates for you guys to be able to use. So let's get started here, and let's take a look at our Closet Designer module. So what I've done is I've already gone ahead and I've created a small set of walls. Now this is just small enough for, one side of a walk-in closet or something. So let's get started here, and what we want to do is we want to go up to our settings, to place, it helps if you get the right one of these, and down to our closet icon. Now you've noticed we've opened a new window now. Now in this window will be where we design our closet. And then we apply this window to our layout down here. You'll see as I go along how easy this is. So I'm going to resize this window up here so it's a little bit bigger to work with because I don't need as much room down here. So I'm going to recenter that guy up. And then to recenter this guy, we've got our little icons up here, so I'm going to zoom to fit. Now it zooms in a little bit close for my taste because it zooms from the top of the wall to the bottom of the wall. I want to zoom out just a little bit. And there we have it. So this is the area we're going to put our closet in. So to get started off of this, first we need to know our limits, and this is going to be our wall limits. This is how much room we have to design our closet in. So I've already got 96 for my height. That's great. I'll keep that. But if I was zoomed in a little bit closer down here, we would see that this is 123 inches across our lower wall. So I want to change my width to 123. And then I want to click set. Now we're changed to 123. Now I can take this and attach it to my wall here. In order to do that, first I want to highlight the wall, just like doing an elevation. We got to know where we're going to attach it, so we highlight the wall to start with. Going to come up to actions, select an action. In this case I want to place at the wall. So I'm going to click place at wall and I'm going to hit apply. Now it's attached this to that wall. If I didn't have the wall selected, it would come up with a message, and that message would be please select your wall first, I believe. So if you get please select your wall first, that just means you got to come down, click on your wall, and then hit apply. So we're going to take a quick look at some of our icons up here before we really get going any farther on this. We obviously have our open template. That's if you've got some templates pre-made. Save template if you've got one that you need to save. Zoom to fit, zoom in, zoom out. These are all pretty standard here. Insert sections. And we'll take a look at exactly what that button means in a minute. ×1. If we click on this, we've got ×1 all the way down through ×10. What this ties in, this is going to refer to our sections, how many sections we want to place at a time. We can place one section at a time. We can place 10 sections at a time. We've got before and after. We'll go over that as we get going along here because it won't make any sense to you now. We've got delete section. That's important to have. Cut section, paste section, and we've got a little trash can delete component, and that will delete whatever component happens to be showing in our drop down list. We don't have any components out there, so we don't have anything to delete. And then finally open attribute dialog, and this will open the dialog for the attributes for the modules themselves, or the walls, or whatever it is that you have highlighted at the time. Okay, so we've got our closet size set. We've got it attached to the right wall in our closet. So now we're going to click over on defaults, and this is where all the fun happens. Well, this is where the fun starts happening. we can do a curved hutch. Basically what this is going to do, if we select that, that's going to give you a side panel that comes down. I believe it's 14 inches at the top, maybe it's 12 inches at the top, about 3/4 of the way down. I think it's just about 42 inches off the floor. It curves out to 21 inches, I believe. And that guy kind of gives you that little curved hutch side if you want to do, larger bases in your closet. But we're not going to do a curved hutch on this. We're just going to do a regular. We're going to choose the width of our item, and we are going to do this guy at 30 inches. And then we have our depth and our height. And I'm going to leave my depth at 14 inches. And I'm going to set my height here at 84 inches. Now, I'm going to just simply place one to start with. Because I could place all 4 of them out there and just have it all done. But we're going to place one at a time. And there's my module. Now, if I want to place another module, I have the choice now of placing it before or after. So, obviously if I want to place it after, I just leave it where it's at, and I click my little add button, and there I've placed one after. What if I want to place one before? Well, I'm going to go up here and change before. Now I've re-highlighted because it's going to go off of whichever one I have highlighted here. So I've re-highlighted my number 1 cabinet, and I'm going to click add, and it slid everything down one. And this would be easier to see if I change something on it. There we go. There we go. Now I've changed it to 18 inches. I put it in before my number 1, slid everything down. It remained my number 1. It's not the way I want to do my design, so I'm going to delete it. And then I'm going to come in here and let me delete a couple of these. There we go, delete. Now I'm going to go to 3. And I'm going to install 3 of them. And I'm going to install them after the one that's in there. And there's 3 18 inches. We'll go change that to 30 now. And insert section. And there we go. There's my basic closet modules set up here. Now that we have our basic closet modules in here, we can move on to putting accessories in there. But I guess before we move on too far, we should take one more look. I didn't cover all these. We've got floor standing and wall mounted. Now obviously these ones are floor standing. Let's delete a couple of these here. And let's do a wall mounted just so you can see the difference of wall mounted one versus a floor standing one. We'll keep our width at 30 inches. We will go ahead and change our size. We'll do 36 for height. We'll leave our 14 inches on our depth so that everything lines up across the front. Now I've selected wall mounted and bottom clearance. So how high do I want this off the floor? Well, let's do 60 inches. I don't know, I'm not a closet designer. 60 inches off the floor. I have the option of adding shelves at top and bottom. So I can do that. Now if it was wall mounted item, I'd have the option of placing a toe front. Now it comes standard with a 5-inch toe front when you select wall mounted. If you want to change that, you can just change it from there. This one's wall mounted. It's not going to have a toe kick, so it's blocked out. Alright, so I've got it set up here. I'm going to add it. I guess I didn't need 3 of them. There we go. There I've added 2 wall modules in here. And these guys, when you go in here to hardware, it'll automatically figure what you need for hanging rails and that sort of thing as well. So, go away. There we go, delete. And delete from your keyboard doesn't work on this. It gets confused as to which window it's in. So, for right now, you have to use delete from up above here. So we're going to go reset that. We're going to go back down here. We're going to leave it 30. We're going to set 84 for my height. We're going to add our other 2 closets in. Oops. And if you don't pay attention to what you're doing, like I just didn't, you end up wall mounting them 60 inches off the floor. Not quite what I had in mind. Easy to fix. Floor standing. There we go. 60's grayed out. Our toe front's back available to us. There we go. That's what I want my closet to look like. Okay, so we've got this all set. Now let's say we need to modify the sections themselves. Now when I say modify, I'm not talking about adding doors or drawers or shelves or closet rods. I'm talking about changing side panels, top and bottom panels, stuff like that. So we're going to go to section. When we click on our section tab, this shows us the details of what section we have highlighted. So we've got this section highlighted here, section number 4. It's telling me my module size is 30 inches. 30 inches wide, 83 7/8 tall, 14 inches deep. It's rectangular and it's floor standing. Left VP. VP stands for end panel. I'm not sure why it's a V to start with there, but anyways, it's the side panel. It's the little side panel right here. Now you notice it says left VP, left panel. There's none, because the program is smart enough to know that this left panel it's sharing with the cabinet next to it. So because it's sharing, is technically not one, is attached to the next one. So if we look at the right end panel, we see outside it's reversible. We see the skew of the end panel, and we see the size of the end panel. Now let's say you're going along here and you don't need this right end panel, or you don't want the left end panel. Let's do the left end panel.